Welcome back, everyone, to the Burnouts Podcast. Recording live from our bedrooms again.
Yo, what's going on? Back in quarantine land once again.
Can't get a haircut. Went a few weeks. Now I look like Sean Evans. So that's just the way we go.
Yeah, I didn't think of Sean Evans at first. I was kind of just reminded of when everyone else buzzed their hair, but I think that's an ample comparison, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope. I mean, obviously, I can't hold a candle to him in
Yeah.
terms of Hot One's interview or performance.
Yeah.
We literally tried and I couldn't.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
you only hosted when we did the Tom episode for this segment.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got a knack for interviews, man, and eating hot
He
wings.
does. Dude, Hot Ones is so great. Like, I mean, obviously everyone knows that, but like I
Mm-hmm.
think it like shouldn't be understated. Like he
Mm-hmm.
does such a good job with it. It's always entertaining. There's usually interesting guests.
Yeah.
And it feels like more than just like a stop on a press run. Like it's actually fun. And
Yeah.
like I just I vibe with it.
Yeah, they get things going a little bit more. Have you been
Yeah.
watching it recently?
A couple. I watched the Aubrey Plaza one.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
And I was just recently thinking because I used to watch a lot of the old ones, like before they could get huge stars. Like
Mm-hmm.
now they get like huge stars,
Yeah, they get
But
like the
like,
biggest.
but like usually it would be like niche rappers in the old days, and like Sean Evans like genuinely cared about everyone's music.
Yeah.
He like he came super prepared. He was like super knowledgeable of everyone, so it made for like an actually interesting interview. Like
Yeah.
shout shout out to him.
Yeah, I kind of dropped off. I used to like watch every episode like sequentially
Oh,
as they
I
came
can't
out.
do that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do that.
I don't
It's
really do that
only
anymore.
yeah,
I only watch the ones where like I really care about the person. Like I watched the Alton Brown one
exactly.
because I really like Alton
It,
Brown.
I just watched that one.
Dude,
I
that one's
have
good.
That's what you gotta do though. You gotta watch like the ones you care about, and then
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Do you have a favorite episode right off the dome?
Oh, right off the dome.
Mm-hmm.
Either like Vince Staples
That's a good
or
one.
or Currency, this rapper, or maybe Aubrey Plaza because it's great.
Yeah, I didn't watch either of those sadly. I might watch the Aubrey Plaza just because I like her.
Yeah.
I know this is one's kind of like, I feel like this is an obvious pick, but I really like the Eric Andre one just because
Oh,
he's
of
Eric
course.
Andre.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
another good one? I like the Alton Brown one. I like the Coolio one. That one was funny to me.
Oh, I didn't
Uh,
see it, but like I'm
yeah,
sure that'd be great.
I think he like, I think Sean Evans talked about it after on one of the other hot ones because somebody asked him a question, and he mentioned like
Mhm.
Coolio like he like kind of overdid it, and so like he ended up like passing out on the couch in their
That
studio, and he just
that's
like
funny.
they had a knocked out Coolio, just like shown in their
That's
place, which is
funny.
pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also had like
Um,
crazy ass hair. He had like horns or something. He looked like a, like
nice.
typical, like a normal Coolio, but like a crazy normal person.
Um, you know who should be on Hot Ones?
Who's that?
Tyler.
Oh, dude, yeah, they haven't had him yet. Yeah, that would be amazing.
It would be really good.
And it seems like the kind of thing that Cherry Bomb Tyler totally would have like done. But I mean, I don't think he's like. It's not like I could still see him doing it, but I think like I really could have seen like a super offensive like younger Tyler going on the show and
Oh,
being like
oh,
crazy.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, to see like early Odd Future Loiter Squad era Tyler.
Yeah.
He's just crazy.
Or Earl Sweatshirt. I think has he been on there? I don't think so. Has he?
No,
Yeah,
no.
he could be a good guest too if we're talking about
Yeah,
Odd
like
Future.
just them young
hmm
had so much comedic chemistry. It would have been incredible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Um Really, yeah. Really, I'm just watching stuff these days, though. Like, nothing's happening in real life to talk about.
Mm, yeah.
Um, I've been so bored, so starved for content that I watched 2 episodes of Family Guy the other day.
Jesus.
I know, really bad.
2 episodes of what season? Like a new one or one of the older ones?
I don't even know. Probably, like, I would say newer.
How did the
I
animation look? I don't know. What am I
I
kidding
mean,
myself? It's all the same. The early
yeah.
seasons were shit, and then now it's all the same.
Um, they were probably newer episodes, and they weren't funny.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
wasn't happy about watching them. I just
that's what you would expect.
you been watching anything?
Um, I've been meaning to watch stuff. I haven't really watched that much stuff recently. I want to watch Justified, as I mentioned to you, because
Yeah,
it's like sort of Midwesterner drama, which seems really fun.
just like
Um,
a cowboy guy running around being like, "Hey there, partner.
yeah, literally.
Why are you talking to my daughter?"
Pretty much, but replace daughter with wife, and like you've got the
Oh, it's
plot for a
wife.
couple
Okay,
episodes. Yeah, he's got like an on-off thing with some woman. From what I've seen.
for sure.
What else though? The new episode of the Castlevania anime on Netflix came out, which looks good.
I've no
Highly recommend.
basis to know if that's good or not, but all right.
Highly recommend the first, technically second season. And then what else? The this artist dude. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's like you know about him, like Kushinav Ilya or whatever. I don't know how
Oh
to
yeah,
pronounce
yeah,
his
yeah.
name. The
It's
Japanese
just
dude.
Russian dude that Max likes.
Yeah, he recently was like a part of like a Ghost in the Shell animated series on Netflix. And I don't know if that's good, but I
Oh,
like his art style, so I'm probably gonna check that out.
oh yeah. Actually, let me know how that is because like his art style is very cool, and I would definitely want to see how that translates to animation. That's crazy.
Yeah, I strongly recommend that. He's been like getting a lot of success in just participating in a lot of things. He had his own movie recently, so that's awesome for him, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I've been watching like Hot Ones, as I said, whole bunch of like trashy reality TV and like teen dramas. Like I can't get enough. Like that's just
Jesus.
me now. I'm watching Gossip Girl and it's
Gossip Girl,
great.
dude. See what I mean?
I mean,
That's
I think it's aged pretty well, surprisingly, because like teen dramas rarely do. Like we've all seen Degrassi, and
oh,
like stuff like that.
young
Um,
Drake, my god.
I'm looking at this like light bouncing off my giant forehead.
Jesus.
That'll be fun for you guys to look at.
I'll edit it out,
Um,
dude. I'll edit I'll
yeah,
I'll
censor it.
yeah, I'll no,
Censor my forehead.
I'm not gonna. I could do that. I was thinking about ink dropping a part of your head that isn't getting light burned, and then just covering up the light.
Just frame by frame for the whole thing.
Well, I wouldn't have to do it frame by frame though. I could just drag it. You know, how Premiere Pro works. I could just get a color and just
I
put it. Oh, but you're
I don't
moving
know.
around.
I don't know how
Mm,
Premiere Pro works, and yeah, sorry, I move.
that's fine. I'll.
Uh,
That all right. Censor bar it is. You just fucked yourself.
yeah, fair. So yeah, I'm watching Gossip Girl and Too Hot to Handle, which is this like new Netflix reality show.
I've never heard about that.
Um, so picture, yeah, you've seen maybe Cody and Noel's videos about Love Island,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
not the show.
hmm
Like no, so you haven't seen the show, right?
I've never watched it. I know what it's
Right,
about, pretty
makes
much.
sense. Me either. So this is Netflix's copy of that. Like
Mm.
that's on purpose.
Yeah,
And but there's a twist. They're not allowed to kiss or have sex. and
bro,
they
that's like
will
the whole point.
and they will lose prize money if they do.
Holy
And
smokes!
it is great.
So there's just what do they do?
Well, they have to like Netflix does this annoying thing. I'll back up and say that they've dropped 3 crazy reality shows this year,
Yeah,
The Circle and Love is Blind. I might have mentioned them.
yeah, yeah. You did.
Um, so an annoying thing about them is they're all like, "Let's do, like, a social experiment," but, like,
Mm.
that's not really the point of the show. The point of this one is to, like, form more intimate connections and stuff, like, that's what they're saying the point is,
hmm
but really it's like, just watch these, like, model type people, like, struggle with this.
Not knowing how to not have sex.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty entertaining, and it surprises me because Netflix Netflix on purpose, I mean, they're huge, they go for, like, mass appeal and stuff,
hmm
and they're getting, like, trashier, which I don't mind, like, I think these shows have been really entertaining, but that also contradicts, like, the whole family watching Netflix thing that I know they would love to push.
Yeah, I mean, they're certainly smart enough that I'm sure that the move is intentional. Like reality TV makes a
Oh
shit
no,
ton of money, so
it
yeah,
100% is, and they're like very entertaining shows. Like they're doing it right.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's just it's really funny on that show. There's like not all of them are British, but like a few of them are British or Australian, and it sounds even more like they're copying Love Island.
Oh God, yeah.
And it's great.
Mhm.
Would recommend. In unrelated news, Travis Scott just dropped Fortnite merch.
Yeah, let's get into that. I'm curious. I want to know more about what this alleged Fortnite merch is. What is this?
Well, so did you see the thing he did today? Like it was in the server.
No, not at all.
Okay, so he did like a Fortnite event. Like he did a concert in Fortnite today,
What the fuck?
like
Like
Marshmello did a few months ago.
like he got on Fortnite as a character and
Yeah, it's like Fortnite sets it up so it's like you get to enter this concert event experience through Fortnite, and you just like you're not actually playing the game, you're just chilling there in Fortnite in a virtual Travis Scott concert, and he plays a few songs.
that's so weird.
It's like a cool idea, and apparently he did it like the people I've seen talk about it say it was like done pretty well. Like it was actually cool to watch apparently,
Hmm.
which is crazy. So if you go to Travis Scott's merch site, which I'm on, um he's selling a 12-inch duo action figure set for $75.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, and it's like one's a little Travis doll and one's like an astronaut doll.
Hmm.
Because like his whole thing, like Astroworld was
Oh
his
yeah.
last album.
Hmm.
Um, there's a $65, and I gotta say it's absolutely sick looking. It is a uh, Fortnite branded Nerf gun.
Oh. Oh, huh.
It, it's called Fortnite AR Goosebumps Nerf Elite Dart Blaster. Doesn't that sound so hard? Like I want that.
Goosebumps Elite. Is that the name of one of his songs or something?
Yeah, dude, that's like a famous one. It's the one with Kendrick.
Oh, I thought so.
Yeah. And then he's selling a lot of shirts for $45 each.
Hmm.
One of them, you know that meme of Travis Scott where like he's on stage holding the mic
And he's
above
got
his
the big
head
ass mouth.
and the mouth, yeah, the mouth.
Oh,
Um, he's selling a shirt. It's like his action figure on the back of the shirt doing that, and the mic stand is on fire.
that's cool. I think I would rather just have that image on a t-shirt though.
Yeah,
Just like a shitty Google photo, Google images like 640 by 640 fucking image plastered onto a t-shirt. That would be great.
dude, I miss this. This is so good. It's like an expensive piece of merch. The most expensive, in fact,
Hmm.
are two long sleeve shirts, that are the Cactus Jack gaming line. That's his record label, Cactus Jack.
Oh. Hmm.
So it's like the implication is that it's now an esports team.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah. I like making esports teams out of things that are very much not esports teams. Those are kind of funny.
That is kind of funny. Yeah. And he's selling a hat that it's like the SNES, and he's selling like PlayStation ripping off stuff too. It's great.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of people sell like the PlayStation logo as a shirt when that's clearly like copyright. That's funny.
Oh yeah. Um yeah, Travis is so smart about merch. I got a shirt. It's like corny. I barely even wear it. But like
Wow.
I wanted to buy the shirt because I was hyped for Astroworld coming out.
Yeah.
It says I went to Astroworld and all I got was this fucking t-shirt.
That is very corny.
It's bad, and it says like "Wish you were here" in giant letters on the back. You got anything talk about?
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Oh, as soon as I said yeah, just a puff of dust went into my throat.
Oh, I thought you were coughing up a hairball.
No, I haven't done that in years. Anyways, I just have some random questions. One of these I wrote. The first one I have labeled here is kind of weird. I'll just throw it at you. Do you think Corona will get its own fictional spin-off book or game alternative? Which is a weird way of putting it, but basically, like, do you think coronavirus is gonna get some more than just like a news piece? I'm talking like a fictional um piece of media that like talks about like the implications of quarantine and coronavirus and stuff.
Definitely. There's going to be movies for sure. And
You say
I
that, and I don't.
think,
It's not like I don't believe you, but I don't know, dude. I think a movie like that would be kind of lame, to be honest. If it's just like,
oh,
cause
it'd be
like,
completely lame.
yeah, like I could see like putting a cool twist on it being cool, but I either see it being a really boring, realistic Hollywood movie, or I see it as being like one of those stupid pandemic movies where it's like almost everyone on the planet dies, and it's like you got like sexy Doctor Man like desperately trying to save the world. It's gonna be one of those
Yeah.
two stupid ones, I think.
Yeah. I would say, I think whatever the first like big budget virus movie that comes out, everyone's going to hate it.
Yeah, no
Like
matter what.
that's for sure.
Hmm.
I think there's going to be multiple like quirky indie films, for lack of a better term, that like try to play off of that as like a coming of age story.
I could see that. Yeah.
Um and that's just um like the big studios. Like I'm sure like so many like kids will make independent films based off of that, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely going to occur for sure.
So yeah, there'll be movies.
Is there any question you wanted to pose?
Um no, besides like if you've been getting outside.
Dude, not really. But I've had like a I don't know, mild but interesting experiences. It's kind of like it feels like California has become more like Midwestern in its mannerisms outside. Like when you pass by people now, at least from my experience, like usually in California, it's not like people are cold, but they usually don't respond. Like if you just pass by someone on the street, you don't like wave or say hi usually. From my experience, you kind of
Right,
just go about your
right.
day. But like more and more I've seen
Totally.
people like saying like conversing as much as they can because they're desperate for their human interaction, which I find kind of funny.
Yeah, totally. And for me, like normally I wouldn't say anything to people as I walk past
Hmm.
at all ever.
Yeah.
But I've been going on like walks almost every day, which is good. I need to, otherwise it would be bad.
Hmm.
Um Instead of not talking to anyone, the problem is I'm wearing like a black mask, and
Oh.
with my shaved head and wearing all black all the time, I look like I'm out to kill people.
Oh, come
So
on.
I can't do the happy, not even happy. I can't like really get the expression of the walking past someone nod
Oh yeah.
without looking like I want to kill them. So I have
Eh,
to like wave, like either wave at them or like mumble hi, which I don't want to do, but like I feel like I have to.
saying hi is not that hard.
For me it is too.
Oh. Yeah, I've been I mean, my dad is from Michigan, so he fucking eats it up. Like he this is his normal, just like trying to make a full conversation of every passerby. So for him,
Uh,
he's just like anytime we pass by people and they give him like any leeway, like he goes in, and it's kind of funny to watch him do that. But I just keep
I would
walking.
like I'd like to see him in action.
Yeah, dude, he's great every time. Yeah, super
That's funny.
sociable, which is kind of
Mm,
funny seeing him hold up like this. But yeah. Transitioning off of that, I guess. This is kind of a dumb question, but it's something I just thought about last minute.
okay.
Right now a big thing in sort of the gaming sphere is are the Resident Evil remakes 1 and 2. And
Yep.
I was just wondering like I'm sure there is, but what would how do remake cuz in the video game world remakes are a sort of a key characteristic now that graphics have gotten significantly better from when games have been
Yeah.
released.
That makes
So
sense. Yeah,
yeah, so
totally.
they're a big factor. They're like actually a big deal, and sometimes they're sold as their
Yeah,
own whole games and everything. And there's people will
absolutely.
argue between the two experiences. Does the music world have their alternative? Because I know I use Spotify sometimes, and I see like when I'm looking at a song, particularly like rock songs, or like
Hmm.
shit like Roundabout, it'll have like 2014 remaster or something like that. Like, do you know?
Yeah.
I as someone who's not a music savvy person at all,
Hmm.
how does that equivalent translate into the music world? Is it like when people release remasters, is it like are like people running up to get like new full copies of the albums, or is it just like they cleaned up audio and it's like, all right, we're just patching stuff up?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's a good question. Um, they're definitely yeah, they're clearing it up.
Hmm.
It'll be like I guess they still print like, you can find an old CD of sorry, you can find new CDs of old classic albums somewhere, even though
Mm-hmm.
that's, like, a weird thing to buy in this age, you know?
Yeah.
Um, probably, I don't even know, maybe they don't.
Hmm.
But, for sure, I think it's mostly just, like, an audio cleanup.
Okay.
Maybe, like, um yeah, like, it'll sound better on
Hmm.
streaming, which it didn't before, like, it might sound like the vinyl did now, or something. Because
Yeah.
you're right, it's usually, like, classic rock that does that, and I'm sure it's like they want to have a go at it with better technology, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's what I interpreted it as. Is like for newer stuff, usually once you've like published it, you're done. The term is the same, remaster, but in like video games, that's like you're paying for the game again because it's supposed to be a significantly different experience. Whereas in music, it's more just
Uh-huh.
like it's like the video game equivalent's like patch notes almost, like
Yep.
just audio cleanup. That makes sense. Yeah. Although I
Yeah.
think sometimes remasters seem to change in some occasions. Like they seem to change significant parts about the songs. Not always,
Yeah,
but
like
yeah.
yeah, no, totally, that'll happen occasionally.
Hmm.
Uh, it's worth noting that with The Life of Pablo, there weren't any physical copies before, like, the final release.
Oh. Hmm.
There might still not be any physical copies, but, like,
Wow.
it's funny because he was like, "Alright, here's the album," and it was unfinished and only on one streaming service,
Hmm.
and 6 weeks later, he's like, "Okay, here it is, but different in several ways, and it's on everything, enjoy."
Wow.
It was just kinda funny because, like, in that meantime, it's like no one has any idea what to expect,
Yeah,
and
he
that's
doesn't.
never been done before.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Dude, A Life of Pablo vinyl sounds fucking sick. I just
I don't
imagine
think
it.
it exists,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
I,
but, like, it would be awesome.
hypothetically, yeah. I
That
would
album's
imagine it
so
as like
amazing.
I would imagine it as like that orange color the album art is. I would imagine that it's like a translucent
Yeah,
in vinyl. That would be so cool.
yeah, that would be sick. That was one of the most memorable releases of any album that I've ever experienced, probably, like, the most,
Yeah.
because like, the whole week he was, leading up to it, he was, like, manically posting new
Yeah.
release dates and new names for the album,
That's so
and, like
crazy.
and he was changing the track list day by day.
Jesus, the drawing board was the main board, dude.
Yeah. And, there's, like, this notebook where he was writing them down and then crossing them out and changing them, and it was, I guess, either him or Kim posting a picture of it every, like, couple days that week, and every day, like, 80 different, like, either artists or general celebrities were signing that piece of notebook paper,
Oh, what the hell?
which, if that's out there, that's probably worth, like, a cool mill right there.
Yeah, Jesus. That's wow. That's funny. I mean, do
Um
you think it was it this might sound obvious, but was that like his indecisiveness, you think, or do you think that was all intentional in terms of like beefing it up, you know?
Oh, it's his indecisiveness, and I think his mentality, like, what he thinks is, "I've already released, like, perfect ass albums.
Hmm.
I'm gonna, like, make them in the last week before they come out now."
Yeah, he's doing like victory lap, like I'm just crazy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have faith in him because I don't wanna believe in the opposite.
Yeah.
I think he's going to drop one exactly one crazy album in the future of his like I'm just hoping that he gets mentally healthy, like he goes
Yeah.
back on his meds and like stops being a born again Christian because calm down, Kanye.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme.
If he can get help, then I think he will drop like one crazy album. Like kind of I don't know if you listened to anything off of it, but Jay-Z's last album 3 years ago,
Nah, I
I
don't
think
know.
I think it's incredible. Like it's
Mm.
like just mature. He's like the mature like I think he's like probably the greatest of all time.
Really? The
Might
goat?
be
The goat
might be
rapper?
a, might be a hot take. Not my favorite,
But
but
like
the
just
GOAT.
in terms of scale and like what he's done.
Yeah. And like
Damn.
his argument over like Biggie and Tupac is Jay-Z's dropping incredible albums 18, 20 years apart, you know?
Yeah, I think I mean, okay, I'm again not any curator of music, but I think I don't know. I think Biggie and Tupac are kind of like meme picks.
Oh, absolutely.
Not to downplay their
They're
talents because they're
good,
super
but
good, but to me they're like style picks. Like they're like that's
yeah.
like I don't know. It's like a very strong suits in their own category of the whole art that is rap. You know, so
Yeah.
in terms of like they're amazing, but like they're like more iconic than I would say like goat, you know? But
Yeah.
they're still
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
not to
yeah.
downplay their talents whatsoever.
Totally. I know I get totally get that.
Hmm.
Um so that album Jay-Z, as I was saying, had just a real like mature outlook, I guess, in his bars. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, he's cool.
The
And I
opposite of
think
what Eminem
Kanye
is doing.
yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
And Kanye, I think, will have like one just like ridiculously personal album at some
Yeah.
point, you know?
One
Although
like he breaks out of it and is like gets like his reflection album where he's like, "Oh shit."
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Um, and I actually like I was thinking about that recently, how um the main appeal of Kanye albums, especially towards like the back half of his career, is like only he could be saying the lines on those, you
Yeah.
know?
Mm.
Like they are so deeply personal to this crazy person, you know?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It's like why Yay, which was like sort of critically not liked very much.
Hmm.
Um, I think it's got a lot of awesome qualities just due to how like personal it is, because that really shines through.
Yeah, if it's not it's not like it's a bad rap album because it's still uniquely Kanye. Like he brings his
Yeah,
own identity to albums. Like
exactly.
it's not just like another mishmash of randomness. Sure. Real quick before we fully move off the topic, Frank Ocean, dude.
Yeah.
Do you well like if we're talking about goated, I don't know if he's released that much, but what are your thoughts on him in terms of being like a great?
Well, uh, so he cannot be in conversation for the GOAT rapper. That just doesn't make sense. He doesn't like, it's a different conversation.
Okay. So you think he is it like a different genre or is it just because
Well,
he's
yeah, yeah,
new
yeah.
or?
He doesn't rap enough,
Mm,
and I mean he's mainly R&B, sad pop. Um, so and
yeah.
like I don't know, neo soul if you want to get pretentious with it.
Sure, sure.
So
I think you're right there.
yeah, I mean it's more of like a goat artist, and like I don't know, there's so many artists, and
Oh
like
yeah.
I feel like everyone has their own favorite out of every genre, so it's
Yeah.
like hard to say.
Well, and
Like
you
there
go.
is no GOAT artist
Hmm.
that's like a accepted artist except for like the Beatles or Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, and
Which is
it's and
like
Frank Ocean isn't passing them.
yeah, and Queen maybe as like a tertiary.
Oh, just totally.
What is it? You're definitely right. I think, and that's because like they do the iconic and then they do everything else as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think,
But Frank Ocean will be like a ridiculous amount of people's like favorite
yeah,
because he is.
I can see once time is like throughout time if he does upkeep, I could totally like see
Yeah.
him as being like a Michael Jackson kind of thing. That might be like crazy, but like just from what I've heard from him, it's like so amazing the stuff he does. My God. But
Yeah, and same with Lord, how
no.
she started off with a three, no, almost a 4 year difference between her albums, and she's gonna do another 4 or 5 for her next one.
Yeah.
And it's like she's gonna drop every once in a blue moon, and hopefully drop crazy emotional stuff that builds on the last one. And
Yeah.
like, I don't know if you've seen the Fiona Apple discourse because she just got
Everyone's
a
been talking
10.
about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got a
Um,
10?
yeah, no, a 10 from Pitchfork, which
That's
the
still
last,
pretty damn good.
it's not just good, but the last album Pitchfork gave a 10 was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy 10 years ago.
Holy shit, dude. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
It's really good. I don't think it's amazing, but there's some like it's really good.
Hmm.
Um, so that's like my hope for Lord. Like even if
Yeah.
she is like super like stays to herself for most of her life, if she just drops crazy stuff every few years, she could easily be one of my favorite artists ever.
Yeah.
When she keeps dropping stuff.
Definitely. I think just to end the topic, I think honestly, as much as I think ratings can be helpful and stuff, I think that like saying the number one artist or something like that, other than just sales, because that's a mathematical
Uh-huh.
thing you can calculate. Like I
Right.
think it's very inhuman to have like a number one favorite, because I think as your mood changes throughout the day, your number one changes, you know,
Oh,
or like
totally.
or between certain months, you know. Like we're
Yeah.
not static enough beings to say that. I mean, I think you can say throughout your life, your favorite throughout most of your time was this artist, and
Right.
I think that's the
Yeah.
most calculated you can get with it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I can either bring up one more topic, or I can
Go
ask some like
go
dumb
for it,
would you
dude.
rather's.
Um, go for a topic, man. Let's close it on talking.
All right. Hmm. For these two, they're both kind of vague, and I'll just read them out to you because they're on my screen anyways. I have written the meme cycle, just that, and then Animal
All right.
Crossing.
All right.
I think the meme
Um,
cycle. I think I'll leave the meme cycle for something else. I think I'd rather talk about Animal Crossing if you are, because
yeah.
it's been such a big thing on social media, and I know
It's
you've been playing it, right?
yeah, it's so fun. It's great. I
Mm,
I had never played before this, and I got it like on a whim
mm.
the day before I pre-ordered it, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
I think
it's
it's
such a
an
good escape.
yeah, I think it's a really interesting combination of a lot of things. For one, if you I don't imagine you have, but for anybody who has been closely watching Nintendo Directs, you know,
Max.
yeah, Max basically. Like Animal Crossing fans have been like dying for a new game since New Leaf, which
Oh,
came out.
yep.
Um,
6 years ago? 7?
yeah, I was gonna say I think 2014. And that was on like the DS.
Mhm.
And that was great. And so the culmination of like hardcore fans, and it seems like a lot of new casual fans, and on top of that, the quarantine, keeping everyone
Right.
indoors, and it
Oh,
being
yeah.
a literal island escape. It's like so. I mean, I don't imagine
It's
Nintendo planned it unless
perfect.
they were in cahoots with the Chinese government. But like,
Yeah.
it's just funny to me that like this all sort of like came together all at once to make this crazy sort of experience. I don't know. It's cool. Like I try to avoid using social media too much these days, but I like seeing all the people on Animal Crossing. It's funny because it feels like people got locked out of going outside, and now they've
Yeah,
like just fully turned like 180
totally.
just to their Nintendo Switch, and they're like, all right, oh,
Yeah.
I'm in the Animal
I
Crossing world now.
Yeah, dude, I'm the same. I had to delete the Twitter app because it was driving me insane.
Yeah.
Um, but I just look it up. New Horizons launch sales surpass any Mario or Zelda in the US.
Oh, dude, that's a big
That
deal.
Yeah,
Because that's a big deal because Mario Galaxy released with the Wii, and the Wii is like the best-selling console ever. So, at least
right.
from my knowledge, I could be wrong, but pretty sure it is.
Also, yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's the third best launch for any Nintendo game ever,
What are the other
following
two? Oh,
Smash
Ultimate. Yeah,
Ultimate
yeah.
and Smash Brawl.
Brawl. You see what I mean, though? Brawl was a
Yeah,
Wii
it's Wii.
release.
Yeah,
Boom.
exactly. Of
Oh, well,
course.
you know what? Brawl had a little bit more running for it, I think, because you had all the Melee fans that wanted another competitive game, and also
Oh,
all the
totally.
casual fans. So, and I think
Yeah.
Melee has been a competitive thing since its release, pretty much, but it
Now it's
snowballed.
now it's like a lot more casuals, but like it's a bigger fan base.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Um,
It's an interesting dynamic
and
we've got going on.
yep. And New Horizons is behind Modern Warfare this year, which makes me sad.
I'm surprised that many people bought Modern Warfare, man. The friends that I had that got it, they like kind of discarded it pretty quick, it seems like.
Dude, Eminem fans will always show up to buy the new COD.
Dude, that's the ultimate tie-in. Yeah, pretty much. Ugh, God. All right.
There's like an old Earl tweet that's like if you still listen to Eminem, you need to stop drinking Mountain Dew and come home from the army. Nice talking to you.
Mhm.
Like and subscribe to the Burnouts channel if you're not already.
Like, comment, subscribe. It sucks that we aren't obviously going to be getting out any physical stuff, but I'm glad that we can at least do something while we're, postponed
Yep.
in real life and in indoors.
And you never know, next month we can and probably should release a gaming video.
Yep, got him. All right.
All right. Peace, everyone.